right, homeboys and homegirls, we got a special video today. If you guys can see, we're going to call this Transformation Thursdays. If you guys can see, the wheels are off of the Mustang. You guys are probably wondering what's going on. Well, guess what? If you've seen my prior videos, you will see that my wheels got a little bit scratched when I was doing the NT05R installs. We got another set of wheels in from XXR. The wheels were fucked up. They got some quality control issues. The valve stem holes were not cut and chamfered right. So I basically said, fuck it, send the things back. Haley Levingood, again, from CJ's in Birdsboro, was great dealing with me. I said, hey, if I just decide to say, fuck it, send the wheels back, can you just credit me the difference on what the wheels cost? I'll keep these wheels and just mount my regular NT05s on them, and I'll get rid of them and pocket the loss, and I'll just go with something different. So he agreed to do that. They sent the wheels back to NL Motoring. I just got back from there and got my regular NT05s mounted back on the wheels. I'm putting them up for sale, so if you guys are looking for some Hot Wheels, again, the wheels still look great. Just, you know me, you know my build. I'm very, very particular with how my shit looks. And I'll show you guys the damage that happened. It's not major, but it's enough that it bugs me, so I don't want to run them. So I got the regular NT05s hooked back up on those. I'm sending the 05Rs back. I'm getting my money back for that. Got my money back for 2 of the wheels. So I'm going to sell the wheels at a discount to try and recoup my funds on what new is coming. So you guys are wondering what new is coming? Guess what? They're not going to be reps. I get a lot of love for the car. A lot of people love the wheels, but they say, you know, you kind of fucked up. You went with reps. Reps been good to me. I love those wheels. They're great looking wheels. They held up great. I got no issues with them. I've been running rep wheels for 20 years. No problems. Well, guess what? I decided it's time to step up my game. I want to get on that Misty Chris Ladd status. I want to get on that the Pumpkin Joe Napolitano status, Merchant SVT, Matt Whitten status, got blown by you. I want to be one of the top dogs. I want to be one of the top 5 guys with an SN95. And I'm thinking the next step is to go with an off-the-hook wheel. So I'm not going to tell you guys what it is right now, but you better believe it is going to be hot. I'm not fucking around with reps anymore. You guys are going to love the new wheels. So we'll come back with another video once the wheels get on the car. I should be seeing them next week, I'm hoping. And we're going to do some fitment, make sure everything fits good. But trust me, guys, it's going to be hot. We're going to stop the video for now. I'm going to go down to the basement where I'm storing the NT05s on the XXRs. I'm going to clean them up a little bit. I'm going to show you guys what the damage was in case you guys want to buy them and get a decent discount. I'll try and hook somebody up as best as I can. I'm not going to give them away, but I'll hook somebody up as best as I can. So we'll be back in a few. Guys, it is time. Heavy breathing. I'm having a hard time breathing. I'm not going to lie. I'm so excited for this. I've been waiting for years to have my big boy wheels. I have not spilled the beans yet. You guys do not know what these are. There's only a couple guys that know what these are, and I don't think they've told anybody yet, so it is gonna be hot. These came all the way from Colorado. Curtis Shonrock sent these to me off of his Celine, and I promise you it is gonna be hot. That one over there. Looks like this one is the back. And we got the backside of something. That looks like it could be a split 5-spoke wheel. Could it be? That looks like, what? It could be a 3-piece wheel. Only time will tell. We're gonna set these down nice and gentle because these wheels did cost more than my car, guys. Usually I'm not a big wheel guy, but YOLO, shit happened. So we have some true forged Victories, polished. Front should be 18 by 9s. Rear should be 18 by 10.5 or 18 by 11. Curtis told me 18 by 10.5, but some of his old posts were a little conflicting with what these really were. So here's the first one. Got a little bit of scratching on the lip there. A little bit of a nick. Should be able to polish those out at least though. Oh man, I am so excited to get these cleaned up today. So, wheel number 1. This is a front one, obviously. Tires are Conti Sport Contact 3s, 265 35 18s. So wheel number 1 down. Get wheel number 2 unwrapped here. I was told that these are flawless. However, you know, I guess with polished, shit happens. Any little nicks, like that first nick that I found, first little scuffing, hopefully we can polish that out good. I guess that is one of the plus sides of having polished wheels. Get this rear out of the way. FedEx guy was definitely digging it. I had the garage door open so you could see the car. He was loving the car, talking to me a couple minutes about the car. All right, True Forge Victory number 2. A little bit dirty, but overall, so there is a nick there. Let's get a picture of that because again, that was not discussed. There were no nicks. And it's just tire there. I think that's just some rubber there. So, I don't think he made any effort whatsoever to clean these up. There's a nick on the spoke here. I mean, it's kind of depressing to see when you just blew basically everything you own on a set of wheels. But let's see how the other ones look. We'll get them cleaned up and see how bad they are. Definitely excited for these to be mint. What I was told, the rears are 315 30 18s, and these are bulged quite a bit. I'm not a fan of a 315 wide tire, but yeah, 315 30 18s. And couple little nicks. God damn it. I really wish that people would look at stuff as in depth as I do. Not gonna say I paid retail for these, but I definitely didn't get a steal on them either. Alright, so this is a little depressing. Where's the valve stems? Valve stem. Alright. So, Chris Ladd did warn me about the problems with polished wheels. He did say I'm probably going to go crazy trying to keep these clean and scratch free. Tread is decent on these. I still got a little bit of tread left. He showed me the one tire was a little ripped up from rubbing on something. Man, these fucking things are bulged. And this is why you guys shouldn't be throwing 315-inch wheels on everything, or 315-inch tires on everything. If you guys can see the bulge, even with these being a, I don't even know, I'm gonna have to measure them, 10.5-inch or 11-inch wheel, these bulge like a motherfucker. So you can see right here where he took some rubber off of these things. Oh my god. I mean, it'll probably hold fine, but fucking A. I will probably end up buying new tires for these. Right there, it's right on the wear bars. He told me these had like 75% left, and the fronts were new. Fronts do look pretty new. These are definitely not 75% left. But I digress. Let's see what the last one looks like. This one had a little bit of a puncture in the face, but shouldn't have touched anything because the spokes are so far back. And this tire is rubbed as well. He told me it was only one tire that was rubbed. I hate when people aren't fucking clear. Actually, rubbing is pretty minimal on this one, so I won't make too much of a big deal about that. These tires are fucking bulged on this thing. This one don't look bad. Just go. Actually, this one does have a nick on the lip too. Alright guys, we're gonna cut this. Yeah, there's some scratch in there too. Jesus Christ. So much for having fucking mint wheels, you know? Alright, let me get these cleaned up. I'm going to reach out to Curtis and let him know how I feel about these, and we'll be back in a little bit once these are cleaned up. Alright guys, so we are back. I got one of the fronts and one of the rears test fitted. I don't know how much you guys can see here without it being on the ground, but it looks like the front is going to stick out a good decent bit from the fender. If you guys can see down along that line, there's going to be at least a ½ an inch that's going to stick out. I did look with the wheel fully cocked in both directions. It does miss the sway bar by at least a ½ an inch. So that explains why they stick out as far as they do. On the rears, again, you guys can see how far, let me get a level, so you guys can see how far out bubbled 315s are. So when you fucking guys say, oh, go with 315s on a 10-inch wheel, these are at least 10.5-inch wheels, if not 11-inch wheels. And look at the difference just from the front. I got a whole finger of bulge there. So now you guys see why I am anti-315. You guys always tell me 315s are the way to go. It doesn't matter if you got a 9-inch wheel, a 10-inch wheel, 11-inch wheel, a 12-inch wheel. 315s will change your life. Well, guess what? For you guys that don't want to show data, that's the fucking data. They bulge. So now we can be done with that argument on Facebook, because we do this pretty frequently. The rear fitment looks like it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be just about fender flush, if not a little bit over. I have adjustable rear lower control arms, so I'm not overly concerned with that, if I got to roll the lips or not, but I can always jack up the rear. Now, problem we're going to see here is, well, actually it does look like it's going to clear. This quad shock is very, very close. I gotta see what it's gonna do on the ground, but that quad shock is less than a finger gap there, so that's, you know, maybe 1/4 of an inch, more than a 1/4 inch, maybe ½ an inch or so. So it is tight with the quad shock. Again, you guys are gonna say, hey Pete, just get rid of the fucking quad shock, stop being a pussy. Well, guess what? You know, I talked to Maximum Motorsports. They said there's no reason to get rid of the quad shocks unless they're causing you a problem or unless they're bad. So I kept them on for that reason. I may remove them now. I'm still up in the air about it. We will see. I'm going to get the passenger side on. We're going to get this car on the ground and see just what the fitment looks like. I mean, from a distance, these things look fucking rad. With a good polish, I mean, they definitely need a polish. They got scuffs. They got surface scratches. They do have nicks. So, I mean, they're definitely not perfect like I was told they were. So, let me get it on the floor. Let me see what it looks like. This is decide if I'm going to keep them. I know that's a dumb thing to not keep them, but again, I do have quite the investment in these. So, let's see what they look like. We'll come back in a little bit, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, we're back. I figured I'm going to get the other side on video. Because I know you guys love to watch people installing wheels. I know you guys have probably never seen this before. Haha, jokey jokey. So let's get the other side on, and then we're going to try and get this bad boy on the ground and see if we can make this fitment work. And again, I'm going to record this side because this is the painful side. So let's see how pissed off I can get doing this on video. The good thing about these is the spokes are wider than my other ones, so I can grab them a little bit easier. Alright. Yeah, so these are definitely easier to mount and hold than my XXRs were, just because of the spokes. I can actually grab them by the spokes, whereas the other ones I couldn't. My standard spline lug nuts that I had on my XXR still work, if you guys can see them. Just a regular 1/2 inch by 20. These do fit in the lug nut holes very well. Still get space for my tool. The other thing that is nice is it's nice actually having a true drilled wheel for my car instead of having the universal 5 lugs. That also made it a little difficult for getting my old wheels on, especially on this side when you're trying to mount them against the wall where you got little space and you got a fat ass. You know, trying to line up the right bolt holes can be a little challenging. May have to throw some air in these too. I don't think these really have any air in them. Alright. Man, I just really have a feeling those things are going to stick out pretty far. They look pretty rad from that angle though on the back, I'm not going to lie. If I do decide to keep the quads, I may just flip them. We'll see. I know a lot of guys said they flipped them just for extra clearance, but again, I don't know what these are going to look like when it's on the ground. If they clear in the air, I'm sure they'll clear on the ground, but again, guys, that's why you do test fitments before you go crazy and start driving the car around. These R88s do not have as much tread as I was led to believe that they do. So these are my test fitment tires. If they get shredded a little bit more, you know, it sucks because they're really fucking expensive, but I'll figure it out. Man, that bulge on these tires is horrible. I don't know how the fuck you guys deal with this. So if you guys ever watch Brew 2L, his channel, he's got a Terminator. He has 315s on a 10.5 inch wheel. His buddy's got 315s on an 11 wheel. And even he says the difference in traction is pretty considerable. He lays down some pretty weird stripes as opposed to his buddy. His buddy lays down nice solid nice solid patches, where his, it seems like he's hitting on the outsides of both tires, which again makes sense, guys. The tire's bulging, the center of it is going to concave in. But again, you know, we get into this argument on the Facebook groups all day. People get all panties all in a bunch as soon as I say that. Oh no, my tires fit perfect, my tires fit perfect. Well, guess what? Again, we just proved otherwise. So I had to make a pretty big investment to show you guys that on video for anybody that argues that fact with me. So, alright, we got those snugged. I'm not gonna let you guys watch me get the car down. We'll get the jack stands out, see what it looks like, and just pray that everything looks good. So we'll be back. Alright guys, we're back. I threw the wheels on. The fronts do not rub. The rears do not seem to rub the quad shocks. Took it for a quick spin around the development, kicked up a whole bunch of cinders, so I don't want to drive it around too much. A little bit of a pop in the front end when I go full lock, a little bit of rubbage. When I did the wheels at full lock, when I was under the car, it didn't seem to rub, but now that the full weight's on it, it could very well be my ball joints or something. So I do know the ball joints got to be replaced. And again, any footage outside on the video camera, but I did get some pictures, so I'll throw some pictures up on this video as well, and you guys can now see. Again, they do need a solid polish. I'm going to try and get over the couple little nicks just because they do look pretty fucking badass on this car. I had to add air in the tires. The ballooning went down a little bit because they were about 10 pounds of air in the tires. So I bumped them up to about 32 or so you guys can see the meat on the back. I still don't think I'm going to be keeping the 315s. I'm probably going to go down to like a 295 or 305 maybe and get rid of that bulge. We'll get some more footage. I got to get the cow piece on and get a few other things done, and we'll go from there. So if you guys like the wheels, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, subscribe, let me know what you guys think. If you think they look like shit, well, fuck you guys then. I guess I can't please you. We go from $100 a wheel to $1,500 a wheel. So if you guys don't like it, I don't know what to say at this point. I'm broke now. I can't afford anything else because I want baller on wheels. So let me know what you guys think. We'll get this video posted, and I'll try and get some footage as soon as it gets nice out. We'll get the new top on, get the windows tinted, and then we'll go to town and get you guys tons of pictures. So stay tuned.